Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. I'm Cynthia, and yeah, so today a topic that I want to talk about, but it's mostly just what I'm going through right now. So I'm going through, as you guys know from my very first video, change. I'm going through a lot of change right now. I have realized a lot about myself that I thought was okay, but I have come to realize that it's not okay. So one of the things that I want to talk about is just trust issues and trust issues in general. I personally have really bad trust issues just from my childhood, my experiences with people throughout high school and college. So I have some pretty bad trust issues, guys. Specifically, I have really bad trust issues with men. So, well, men and just in general, it's hard to trust people. I know this is hard to believe because I'm expressing all of this and putting my personal life out there on the internet, but I don't like talking about my personal life, and it's very hard for me to open up to certain people about certain things. And it's just hard to like talk about my emotions and just all these things in general. So it was definitely something I had to get used to. I'm realizing that I don't have to put on this fake persona or put on this fake view and fake personality. One of the things that I used to struggle with, and I still struggle with right now, I'm still learning to be better and to say no, and to realize that not everybody is going to be happy with my decisions and be happy with my opinions and with what I say and with what I do. So I used to be such a terrible people pleaser. When I tell you, oh my goodness, it was one of the worst things ever. My people pleasing got to the point where it was affecting me and my well-being, because I thought if I showed them that I will like submit to them or be good enough for them, that they'll accept me, right? So I grew up in a very southern and very quiet neighborhood. There weren't that many Hispanics when I was in school at the time, and there weren't any Asian people either at the time. I grew up in a very predominantly white southern area. So going to school, everybody was like looking at you like, whoa, like you're definitely different, you're not like us, you know. So racism was a big thing, right? Oh my gosh, it's so bright. Racism was a very big thing. So I will say I did get bullied, and not physically bullied, but it was definitely emotional bullying, and definitely me just being seen as someone they can just go to for anything. So it's kind of sucky, but I've accepted it and it's okay. Like, things happen, and we take that and we grow from that, right? we see, okay, I made the mistake, I was a people pleaser, I allowed these things to happen, and I let myself do that. I did. I can admit that to myself. I'm the one who let myself get to that point. I allowed myself to keep pleasing them, to keep wanting to do things that will satisfy them at the expense of my own well-being and my own, just my own values. And so as I've gotten older, I'm learning that I can't do that. I can't be a people pleaser. Like, I have my life, I have my own values, I have my own opinions. I'm not just going to sit here and let you take advantage of that and let you run me over because I'm showing you that I'm a kind person, that I'm nice to you, right? And that's what a lot of people used to tell me. A lot of people would be like, Cynthia, you're so nice, you're so nice, you're so kind. And I know I try to be a very nice person. I really do. But when does that niceness become people pleasing? When does that niceness become submitting yourself to somebody else so you don't feel judged, so you don't be seen as something negative? And it's some sucky to think about, but you know, it's a learning process, and it's definitely a practice to learn how to say no and to learn to be true to yourself. Like I mentioned in the last video, guys, stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Always, always, always. It is one of the best things you can do. And that first step is always knowing who you are. Knowing who you are as an individual. Knowing what your values are. What you want in life. What triggers you, what doesn't trigger you. What you like, what you don't like. What you're really looking for, or what you're really striving towards and working towards. Because yeah, your friends and yeah, your siblings and yeah, your significant other, they have their goals, they have their things they want to achieve, and you guys talk about it and discuss it. But is that what you want to? Is that what you want to align with? Is that you want to be surrounded by those things, right? You want to be surrounded by people who are striving for the same thing, for success, for a degree, for anything that you feel aligns with your values. But yeah, I just wanted to express to you guys, like I said, this channel is about me and my journey and how I'm growing to be a better person and growing to learn about myself. This helps me really confront who I am and confront the changes that need to be done. I know change is natural and change is needed for growth, and I want to grow. It's not that I need to grow, it's I want to grow. I want to be a better person. I want to regulate myself. I want to become more disciplined. I want to be more in line, more in tune with who I am and who God has put me on this earth to be. And this journey has really started because I've grown so closely with him, so closely with God. He's truly helped me understand my faults, and there are things that I really do need to grow on, and things that I need to confront and realize that everybody goes through traumas, and some people learn from them and from that experience faster than others. And that's okay. We have our own timelines. God has his path for us, and he's known us before we were even born. He's known us before when we were that egg and that sperm. He knew us then. He created us. So he knew when would be the perfect time for us to learn and to grow about ourselves and confront who we really are and who we need to be, right? What our purpose is. Yeah, guys, another thing that I just want to mention really quickly is Comparison is the thief of joy. I want you to remember, comparison is the thief of joy. Do not, I know social media, I know society, I know your parents or people around you, you always want to compare yourself to somebody else's success, to somebody else's life, to what they're achieving, what they're doing in their life. Remember that your path is yours, that you are in charge of your life. You are capable of doing those exact same things.